What's going on, R2R fam, Road to Results? Welcome to the podcast. So we have a very special episode for y'all. Very special episode. As you can see behind us, we are out here in beautiful Cancun, Mexico for the Phenomenal Life 2023 conference. And so aside from our normal podcast recording, which you won't see, we actually had the opportunity to do some interviews with some amazing folks from the ETA community. So stay tuned, buckle up. What you're about to hear, the people you are about to see if you're watching this on video, are people who are near and dear to us and who are also part of our road to getting the results.
Hey, these are the individuals that we talk about. These are the ones that we're getting coached through as we document this coaching journey. These are we're physically interviewing them, and they wanted to do it for y'all because we told them this is what we're doing. We're documenting this. We're giving it to a community, and they wanted to do it. And these individuals' time is very valuable. When I say very valuable, if you put a price tag on how much they charge an hour, and they were giving it freely. So enjoy it. Again, don't get hype on it. If you want to celebrate us, drop in the comments, subscribe, share. But
drop your takeaways in the comments for sure.
But drop the takeaways in there. Take the nuggets and apply them. If you got questions on how to apply them, same thing. Drop in the comments. If you know us personally, hit us up.
That's it.
But hey, definitely enjoy it. Definitely enjoy it. It was a blessing for us to be able to do it.
Oh, come on.
It's a blessing for us to be able to do it, not just in person, but in person and in Mexico at an all-inclusive resort.
Let's go.
With my brother.
Come on.
With my brother.
Bam, hey, like I said, a year ago, if you would have told us we'd be doing this, not just being together, doing the pod together, being in the mastermind together, and having all the opportunities to be in close contact with people. Enjoy the videos, y'all. Let us know if you have any questions or comments in the description below. And thank y'all. Just thank y'all for being with us. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. But most importantly, don't just go with us, y'all.
Grow with us.
Peace. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Road to Results podcast, where we're all about uncovering the mindset journey. I'm Rhy, that's Ray, and today we got two very special guests with us who are also part of the You Owe You Mastermind. We got Jocelyn and Yoli. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome to the pod. Welcome to the pod. So we just want to go, if you want, the first question we got for y'all. So we're all in the You Owe You Mastermind. If you could, since it's been about 2 months now, if you could just share a little bit about your experience coming in, where you are now, and then we'll just kind of let it flow from there.
Yeah, so it kind of just started with Atlanta. Just the question of trying to identify my gift, which opened up so much more doors on just really understanding my identity, identifying who I am, and it's like it's been in me all along. Like it's been in my ears, been in my face, it's been all over. It's just being aware of it now. Now I'm aware of it, and now I'm acknowledging it, and now I'm taking the right steps. And this community has really been changing my life, from Atlanta, from where I was and where I am today. It's been a crazy transformation. Like, I can't tell you, like, just even being here this past week, I was telling my wife, I was like, I can't even tell you how many times I cried today. Like, I feel like I'm letting it all out. So this experience has been transforming.
That's what's up. How about you, Yoli?
For me,
you can hold it up if you get closer.
So for me, I didn't get to go with. I didn't get to go with my wife to Atlanta, and then she took her brother with her. And when they went, they came back all hyped, and it's like sometimes you just don't. You're not in the right energy with the right people, and it was hard to follow. But coming here and being around the people with the same mindset, and honestly, it was testing my faith. And coming here, it was crystal clear what he has in store for us.
Crystal clear.
Yes.
So for y'all don't we've been interviewing the people that have been part of the coaching program, part of the community that's been, Flynn, CJ, Carl, everybody that's been a part of this. But what I really wanted with you two is one, we're accountability fans. So Jocelyn, we do our accountability in the morning, and Rhy, Jocelyn, myself, we're all in the same breakout group, so we get to talk to each other super early every morning.
Monday
Jocelyn,
through Friday.
Most of us.
Monday through Friday, 3 a.m. Western, 6 a.m. Eastern.
Everybody, we've always been talking about community of this, the community. Why it's just so important to be around people like-minded. And what I really wanted, and I wanted both of you guys to be here just because our talks last night. and the significance. So when he doesn't know, he's going to be putting this on his page. He's going to tell you right now. He's going to put it on his page. But people need to see that vulnerability that you're talking about. And I think that's one of the biggest pieces that in this community, like you're telling us, like we've all gone through something. And it's not an excuse to not continue to progress and to grow, to improve in life, not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones, for our family, for the people that are uplifting us. And I really want to know, because I saw the video this morning, from that sternness a little bit from first arriving to just being open, just embracing this process, embracing Jocelyn and yourself in this journey, like just seeing how much more is out there for you. Like, what was there a moment? Was it a conversation? Was it you just seeing the people here? What happened? And I know it's been a bunch, but like, what happened that just kind of
Clicked and switched.
Yeah.
My faith. It had to be my faith, because if I didn't believe in God, then I'm not believing in anything my wife has in store for leaving a legacy for our family. And it's the vulnerability, like you guys say, like for my wife to do that. My wife does not cry in front of anybody. And when I saw that, I knew like it shifted in her. Then something had to shift in me so we can be on the same frequency.
Oh, talk about it. Bring the mic up just a little bit. Talk about it.
It's hard when you're in a relationship, not just a relationship with your spouse, but you also have to be in a relationship with God to lead you, because if he's leading you, then we follow. And when you're not in sync, like I said, the frequency it's off. We've been yes, everybody has their struggles, but then you hear that little voice like, is this gonna work out? Is it gonna be okay for us? But today I told her, I'm like, you're stuck with me forever. There's nothing you're gonna do about it, because I'm telling you, it's a firm no. Like, you're with me forever.
Y'all stuck with us forever too. So.
And yeah, and it's just being around the same minded people also, because it's like when you get around other people with different mindset, you start to engage into conversations that you think that are beneficial for you, but it is not. It's just taking you off track of what you started, and you know what you want. But when that little one conversation or that one little thing somebody can tell you can switch everything off, that you just go off the wrong path. And that's what clicked for me.
Yeah, it's for sure. It's different when I'm coming home and I'm like, yo, babe, this shit, excuse my language, this was wild, man. This information was like life changing. Like, Timothy's my brother that went to Atlanta with me. I was like, Timothy, man, he came back, like his mindset is completely shifted. It needs more shifting, but like that little bit of session that he got in Atlanta was transforming. He told me today, yeah, I need to get in that room. I said, yo, I'm gonna pay for your You Owe You summit. I was like, because you need to be there with your wife. So it's different when you're coming home and telling my wife about what I'm experiencing, as opposed to her getting in the room and experiencing it herself. This, like I said, this just been transforming for us. The person that Yoli was when she entered that bus, when we landed from the plane to Mexico, to the person that she is now. Her first connection was the two of you. It was Rhyelle, Dan- Danielle, and Rhy. And she came to the room. It was just a discussion. We were just going out to talk. Oh, and she was like, "Wow, those are phenomenal people. Those are great people. This is a great day." I was like, "Oh, this is just a little bit." And little did I know, it was only a little bit for me too. So, and I was talking to her this morning. I was like, I had this mindset in my head. I'm like, I always told myself my story's not unique. My story's not unique. Just to kind of like make my story as if it's not unique, because everyone has their story. But the thing is, our story is our testimony.
Yep.
Don't downplay your story. So that's my biggest thing, is to now like give that testimony. Stop telling myself my story's not unique, because it is.
You know the saying, right? Right. Know your mess is your message, right? With your test is your testimony. But Leola, you talked about frequency.
Yes.
And something that we've been going through this whole week was about frequency, and it was how important it is to get on the same frequency with those around you. How important it is to be on the same frequency with those who really want to get to the next level. And we've gotten to a point where I know for me and Danielle, we talked about how there's people in our lives that we love to death that will probably never get on the same frequency with us. And the other part that I took away from one of the talks was, but you got to be okay with that. So my question for y'all is, yeah, we're gonna go home. We leave in paradise, and we're about to go see a whole bunch of people, friends, family, coworkers, everyday folks we see, and they're not gonna be on the same frequency. So my question for y'all is, what is the plan to be able to protect the ear gate, stay within this frequency that we're creating here, so that we can get to the next level? Because I feel like what Ray and I we're always on the horn, we're always talking, we're always trying to stay connected because that's how we keep our frequency the same. But now we're seeing it's bigger than that, and we want all of us to win. So what are your thoughts on that, Ray, Yoli, whoever wants to jump in?
Um, consistency. Consistency is for me. You have to learn how to create these habits. You have to learn to be comfortable when in uncomfortable positions and in places. Because if you're not uncomfortable, how are you going to be able to grow?
Talk that talk.
When
Talk
when
that
when
talk.
you're growing as an individual,
Look at her, y'all.
and when you're also in a relationship, sometimes things fail because you're not, like we said, you're not in the same frequency. How is it that my wife goes and she's exploring and living this life, and I'm in the back? I don't want to stay behind. Like, I want to be right by her side. And if I want to be right by her side, then I have to hold accountability for myself in order for us to be in the same frequency, because she can't stop what she wants to do with herself and her life and leave a legacy behind. if I'm the one that's holding her back, then guess what? She's gonna have to let me go then.
Mm,
And that's not what I want for us. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah.
Um, well, accountability. You owe you. That's it. You
Mic
know,
drop.
at
Mic
the
drop.
end of the day, you owe you. We're in tune now. That frequency. You ever turn the channel on a frequency and it's like you think it's a song, then when you finally get tuned in, you're in the wrong station.
Yeah.
I've been tuning into the wrong station. I'm finally in line.
There we go.
I'm in line.
That right
Yeah,
there.
there we go.
That right there.
Yeah. And I just love this. This is why I really wanted to get y'all two on this, is because we've been talking about like our high level, engagement with certain people that are doing it, but how quickly things can shift, how quickly things can change. And I talk to my coaching clients, I also realize if you want more, you have to become more, or you have to prepare for more. Like, we have to do the prep work, and this is that prep work, like the conversations, having conversations with someone that is in alignment with what we're trying to do, being vulnerable and open, because when we say like our story isn't unique, the mess isn't. We've all gone through. We were talking to similarities yesterday, but your position in that story, who you are in that story, your character, your role, the position you are, and if we continue to sit in that mess and we never transition to a message, we're never helping anybody. Never helping anybody. And we have to be open, vulnerable, because someone else is going to go through what you are currently going through. So for y'all to be here and not just be physically here, but be in the community, be in conversation, and be all in.
Yeah.
Understand that when we leave paradise and we go back to our home paradise, part of this growth is if we do it as one, as an individual. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
Come on. African wild dogs. African wild
dogs. You're not
dogs.
leaving. Yeah. She's not leaving. We're not leaving. Nah. We're trying to go together. So we may geographically be separated, but at no point in time are we not in community and together with each other. So at any point in time that you all need us, y'all got our phone number.
Yeah.
But don't lose the community because we leave here.
Yeah.
I stay in his area, he stays in mine, in the group. First thing, you need something, hit me up. Yeah. Part of it is because where I'm geographically located. My mom doesn't understand what I'm doing. I don't really have, the military life. I don't really have people that I'm connected to, like where I'm currently at. Yeah. It does get lonely. And that's when you have those moments where you're like, am I doing the right thing? It does. It tests you, but that's how we get stronger. But the moment I get around you guys, the moment that we start having a conversation, I'm like, okay, I'm still on the right path. It's confirmation that we're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So stay in connection, stay in community, consistency. Even if y'all ain't got nothing to say, what's up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, just throw it, what's up? You know, you
Top
never
of
know what's
mind.
gonna
Hey,
come. Yeah.
top of mind matters.
Yeah.
When you kind of like fade in the background, sometimes you kind of just lay low, you fade in the background, you forget. But once we're on everyone's top of mind, it's just gonna be a reminder of this time. And so I'm gonna say for our viewers and our listeners, when you find that community, when you find your African wild dog pack, when you find that group and that circle that's really gonna pick you up when you need to be picked up, that's really gonna regurgitate food for you if you ain't eating, because that's what wild dogs do. Lean in. Lean in. Stop playing small, because you weren't created small. You weren't created to be small. And like we learned through and through, phenomenal is the new normal. Phenomenal is the new normal. And all of us here on this panel,
I'm
a
allergic
beautiful
to
wife
average.
right there behind the camera. Phenomenal is the new normal, but the only way it happens is if we truly, really lean in with vulnerability, lean in with trust, take the accountability. And when we are at our weakest and lowest, we got to reach out. We got to reach out. We got to reach out. So, any final thoughts for?
Yeah, I got one more question.
I'm gonna
Then
give.
we jump to final thoughts.
Let's go.
So
Let's go.
this is for whoever's watching that is questioning whether they should make that type of investment in themselves. We are talking monetary, but also the time. But for Jocelyn, because Jocelyn jumped in, right? So for Jocelyn, confirming that you made the right decision to do it, how important it was for you to do it for you, but also to do it for Yoli. And then Yoli seeing her make that investment and kind of having that hesitation, but now being here, how important it is for a spouse to say, hey, let's get on board. Like, so you, when you did it, how important it is for someone, if you're hesitating to do it, and then you, how important it is for you to support if they're hesitating, even if you're unsure. Y'all can go whatever way you want.
It's scary, to be honest. It really is scary, but when you make a commitment, which we made a commitment when we got married, it's you have to go all in. Even sometimes you have your doubts, but the one thing that I didn't like lose in her was her. I trusted her because it's it's both our lives. It's not just ours, and also her just not think she's not being selfish. She's not. She was thinking about us and our future family, that what we want to leave behind. And I promise you, if she didn't make that decision for the both of us, we wouldn't be here right now.
Oh man, it's so true. It's so true because when I was going through the summit, we just paid for a week summit. Even though we got a ton of information, great information, right? But the accountability, that's something that's not provided in the summit. That's what's revealed at the end. And for me, I was just like, when he went, when who was it? I don't know who was breaking down the numbers, and they were showing the value for each, what you would be getting spiritually, relationship, finances. I was like, please God, like I hope this is within my range, because right now we're maxed out in our credit cards. We maxed out in any possible loans. We have no savings. I was like, we're in the hey, this is the brokest I'm ever gonna be.
Yes.
And man, you got to make this decision, because this decision is something that's going to change your life. And this is only a glimpse. So this is the brokest I'm ever going to be.
Come on, talk that talk. Talk that talk. Yeah, and just to let y'all know, like, myself and Danielle, like we know, like we're not that too far ahead. We know exactly where you are and the sacrifices that y'all are making, and I think that's the beauty of the community. Though, I call it the glue. It's to say, look, we're like Eve will always say to us, we're all ain't nobody better than nobody here. Like we are all here for the same goal, for the same commonness, and I love that. It's gonna be the brokest we ever gonna be. So, all right, Ray, final words, my bro. Final words, final thoughts.
No, it's just remove the excuses. It's not about you, but it is all on you. You don't owe it to anybody else but yourself, but you can't pour from an empty cup.
Come on,
You also got to know what you're pouring from your cup.
come on.
And this is the type of love, the vulnerability. Jocelyn, I appreciate you For real. Yoli, I appreciate you fully stepping into this.
I appreciate all of you here.
It's the fam.
And just hey, get off the bench. Get
Come
off the
on.
bench, get in the game.
That's it.
YouOUsummit.com. Get into it. Get in the
Hey,
community.
we giving
Get
y'all the
it. Get in this
plug. There
people.
it
Hey,
is.
we want to be here. We don't be talking about people, but we giving this away for free as testimonies to the things that we've been tested with.
Come on.
And even stepping into the community was a test.
Facts. Facts.
You have to, and you have to have people that you bounce that off of. So
That's it. And you know for a fact we wouldn't ask to do this. This is something that Ray and I was on our hearts to do for everybody that's just like us, for everyone that's on the fence, to be on that road to results. And like we always say, don't just go with us, grow with us.
Peace.
Peace. Hey. Thank you.